Hi. This is going to be kind of a short video, but yeah, let me just pour water. And you're going to remember what I'm going to tell you probably forever because I heard this today and it was like, you're going to make a video about this because it's so important. Wait, yeah, let me just sit. I was listening to podcast today and I heard this. I heard it. It was like, it's not the process, it's your story. I mean, isn't it all about perspective? I mean, when you change your perspective or something, it's like it changes everything. And it's not like you just kind of fooling yourself and like playing a game on your head or mind and brain. No, it's not like that. It's a real thing. You're not trying to like be delusional or something. It is exactly what it is. I thought about it and I wrote it down because you need to hear it. If you're one of those ambitious people that they're pursuing something which takes a lot of courage and time and sacrifices to do it. And while everyone is like, why are you doing that? Like, a lot of people are not going to get you. Like, you're not going to depend on other people's support. So you're going to get there. It's not going to be like that. It's the lonely chapter. I'm sure that you've probably heard it a million times. Trust the process, trust the process. But there's a much better way to look at it. And it is this way. It's not the process, it is your story. And let me tell you what I mean exactly. And before I actually get into it, I'm gonna just be grateful for you to be someone that is pursuing something and believes in something and have a vision. And no matter how other people are judging you and telling you that you're just, maybe you're not going to make it and discouraging you in some way, but you're still there and looking for signs and other people maybe to help you and guide you, whether it's podcast or a YouTube video. Yeah, I just heard it from someone else and I thought that really worth sharing. I promise it's gonna be short, so let's just get into it. From the second that you decided and chose your path, like it could be a university that you wanted to get into, or a dream job, or your own career, or you just wanted to have, I don't know, start a YouTube channel or TikTok or something like that. It can be anything. You chose to get that. It's a goal that you have. From that moment, it's like a movie. Your story started. And for me, I can tell you it was 3 or 4 years ago since it started. And from that moment, I just failed. Like 4 years, it's too much. I mean, it's very long. I failed. I failed and failed. And right now, maybe even this video, it's going to be failing. But since I've been doing this for years, I'm 23, by the way. The more I failed, it's gonna be a little bit cliche, but if you have gone through the same path, you would know that when you fail a lot, you get kind of used to it and you're not afraid of it anymore. And then you realize that failing is not actually failing. You're just learning. You're just learning new things. And you're just being stronger and mature in the path that you're just failing in. You're just practicing and learning. So I don't ever look at failure like I did before. I'm not afraid of it. Like, I don't care how other people would see that. Me personally, I was kind of never afraid of it. My fear was coming from how other people would see me. Like, she's failing and she's so pathetic. Like, why is she even doing that? Like, she's not getting anywhere. I'm not afraid of that anymore because I know what failing means for me. Part one. So the first thing was, when your story starts, you're gonna fail a lot, okay? Whatever your goal is, you're gonna fail. But failing is not failing. It's just learning. Dude, really, just it's for learning. I've learned a lot. And to be honest, I want to fail more because there's a lot more that I need to learn. So I need to fail. Okay, this is so simple. The second one, since it isn't a story and you're the character, I don't know if you're the main character or not. We don't care. You're just a character, and you're just building the character throughout the story. Where do you think the personal style and brand comes from? It comes from being in a process, dealing with things, going through good and bad things, coming out of it again. I mean, like failing and getting up, failing and getting up. And then you, throughout your unique process, your unique story, you come up with a brand. You come up with a style. It can be anything. Like if you're a content creator or in your, like you just have a online business, you cannot just choose and pick your personal style in one day. You just gotta like earn it through the process. That's why it's beautiful. That's why it's special. That's why everyone, when they like see your work in art, they're like, okay, that's from that artist. I mean, it just defines you because you've been through all of the hardship. So what I'm trying to say is being in your process, being in your story and living all those moments, whether it's bad or good, it's gonna give you a lot of good things and benefit. And you're just not seeing it. If your mind starts to annoy you or hurt you again and try to compare you to other people, just tell your brain that this is my story. I'm going to be ready for something bigger. I'm going to be making something which worth all of this time that I'm in. And it's like when you look at it this way, when you're like, this is my story, you start to love it so much more. And when it's the process, you like love the process. It's a little bit hard. Like, okay, why should I love the process? I mean, I'm not getting my result, so why should I love it? But when you look at it like it's my story, like my story. Maybe when I'm 60, 70, I'm gonna like tell it to other people. Maybe my grandchildren or anyone. You're gonna tell your story. You're not gonna tell the process. I mean, who does that? I mean, it's your story. And it's gonna be so beautiful, and you can love it. Maybe your story gonna take you, I don't know, 5, 10 years or even more, 20 years. But it is your beautiful story, and you know everything about it, and you've been made a character and a life and so much more in it. What's wrong with that? If you cannot trust the process, I think you should love your story. Maybe it's a little bit cheesy, but it works. Because it is what it is. I mean, I'm not going to be here for long, so it's a short story, and yeah. And if anyone tried to make you feel bad about it, protect your story, your brand. Thank you for watching, and